Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday, Musalia Mudavadi was in Vihiga County. He was invited to grace a function which was dubbed as the Vihiga County Interdenomination Thanksgiving Prayer Service. And that is a function that brought together all the religious leaders within Vihiga County, and again, all the elected leaders in Vihiga County, all the way from the members of County Assembly, the members of National Assembly, the governor, and the only person who did not attend this event, of course, it is the Vihiga Senator, Godfrey Osot. But the rest of the leaders, all of them were in this function. And there are three main things that Musalia Mudavadi talked about, and all of this was touching on matters to do with the local politics. 3. And we want to look on those three things because there is one thing among the three which is now raising a lot of questions on how William Ruto won this election, the plan that William Ruto has for 2027 general election. Now, the first one, there was the issue whereby Mudavadi talked about how people used to say that they want to teach him a lesson during the 2022 August campaign. And that's the truth. Many people say that they want to teach Mudavadi a lesson within Vihiga County. And to some extent, it materialized because if you check on the person they elected as the member of National Assembly to represent the Sabatia constituency, it was contrary to the wish of Musalia Mudavadi. They never voted for Musalia Mudavadi person. And you come to the choice of governor, of course, Mudavadi alikuja na Agoi. People rejected Agoi badly. He became number 3. In fact, number 4, because the first person was the current governor, Otichiro. The second person was Akaranga. The fourth person was actually the former senator, George Khaniri. So, ANC candidate became number 4. So actually they rejected. And it goes even to the extent of the choice of senator he chose in Vihiga County. There was someone from Bunyore there. I think also it was rejected. People voted for Godfrey Osot. So because of this, to some extent, they really did what they were saying, that they will teach Musalia Mudavadi a lesson. And this was the reaction from Mudavadi concerning that issue.
Nikasema tunataka tufundishe Mudavadi ya adabu. Adabu. We want to teach him a lesson. Sasa, wewe unaniambia you want to teach him a lesson, hata sijui unazungumza ukiwa wapi, unasema hivyo na hasira, unasema hivyo kwa soko, lakini mimi naenda Mungu nakunywa chai. Sasa ni adabu gani mnafanya? Iko. Kwa hivyo tusiwe na hiyo hasira ya kusema tunataka kufunza mtu. Tunataka sisi wote tuwe kitu kimoja.
Musalia Mudavadi is simply telling his people that despite the fact that you regarded the candidate I brought to you, because he brought William Samoei Ruto, the people did not vote for Ruto the way he thought. They only voted 45% for William Ruto. The rest went to Raila Odinga. Unlike what happened in Bungoma, because Bungoma voted 70% to Ruto and 30% went to Raila Amolo Odinga. So despite that, rejecting the candidature of William Ruto and the ANC group, still is telling them that I managed to get to an office and I can drive all the way from Nairobi to Mululu and have my tea. So still he has a job, despite the fact that people said they are going to teach him a lesson. And that is leading us to the second point from Musalia Mudavadi. So point number 2, Mudavadi said that his ability in William Ruto's government will depend on how the people are going to measure it within Vihiga County on ballot. Italingana vile watu watampimia kwa ballot. And that is how it is going to reflect when it comes to lobbying for development for Vihiga County and the Western region at large. So that means that if the people of Vihiga County are going to vote for Kenya Kwanza government, then they are giving Musalia Mudavadi more power when it comes to lobbying for development within Vihiga County. At least they can go there and say Vihiga delivered and I need 1, 2, 3. In case they don't vote, then still Mudavadi will continue to have his job as a prime CS. But when it comes to the issue of development, then the electorate will suffer because they will just measure what they delivered, and that is going to reflect on the matter to do with the infrastructure when it comes to lobbying for the hospital, road, among other things within Vihiga County. First of all, listen to him.
Ndugu zangu na ndugu zangu, kwa serikali ya Ruto, mjumbe nyinyi mtatupimia. Mwambia, zingine za kurangaza serikali ni kama ni kudunia. Mkitupimia hewa, tutakuwa hafifu kwa serikali ya Ruto. Mkitupatia nguvu, tutakuwa na nguvu kwa serikali ya Ruto. You will make me as strong as I can be in that government if we are united. Lakini mkiwa boiboi, basi nguvu zangu kwa serikali ya Ruto zitakuwa hafifu. Na zikiwa hafifu, wakati mnaanza kazi mtafanyaje? Zikiwa hafifu, wakati mnaanza maendeleo ya barabara mtafanyaje? Zikiwa hafifu, wakati mnataka tujenge hospitali mtafanyaje? Kwa hivyo, we are as strong as we make us in that. Musalia, do you want to make us strong in that government, or do you want to make us weak?
Now, when it comes to the matters of development, I sympathize a lot with the electorate in this country. It is very painful. I'm saying this because I know even Western region has been in opposition for long. And they have always been disciplined, just the same way they have been doing in Nyanza region and all those other areas that have not been voting with the government. And this is where we fail. This blame, first of all, goes to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, number one. Because from 2013, that has been the trend. At least when Kibaki and Raila worked together, they showed us how to run government and how not to run the government. Everyone in this country felt that they are a part of the government. But now when 2013 came, then Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto were elected into office, they reduced us to a government which focused on directing the development to areas where they were voted for. Kama mulipata kura Rift Valley, development goes more in Rift Valley. Kama ni Mount Kenya, development will be taken more to Mount Kenya. Hao wengine mnatupiwa tu leftovers, vitu kama hizo mnatupiwa hizo ndogo ndogo. And they will go to an extent of even killing some of the backbone project that is giving, that is pumping life into the people. Like when you come to Western region, Mumias Sugar, wanaua. Huko ndo watu walikuwa na depend. Then they open a door for cartels to bring in sugar here. You go to Nyanza, Kibosa, and all those things. They literally kill your economy in your area because you are not supporting them. The hard question that I still ask myself to date, where do they collect their taxes? Where do they collect their taxes? Because if you come to Nyanza region, then you collect taxes. You come to Western, collect taxes. You go to Lower Eastern, Coast, Mount Kenya, Rift Valley, all those areas. Why shouldn't you serve all the people in the same manner you are collecting taxes equally? That is my worry with Kenya. Uhuru started this thing and Ruto is following the suit. We had some little change when Raila Odinga worked with Uhuru during the handshake. That's how some people even in Nyanza region saw some level of development. But if it were not for the handshake, then the focus will be like the first term. So Mudavadi is saying the same thing, and because that is how Ruto is going to do, that's why he's telling the people in Vihiga the truth. That if I don't deliver votes to William Samoei Ruto, he will not bring development here. Even if I lobby for development in this area, you will not see. It's a warning statement, but he's saying truth, how William Samoei Ruto is going to run this government, because that's what they did in the first time with Uhuru Kenyatta. And this is leading us to the last point, which is a major point of discussion on this punchline. He's talking about the Lord's Star, nyota ya Mungu ile ilikuwa inaongoza wana wa Israeli kutoka Egypt. So anaambia watu that no one should come and ask him to show them where is the Lord's Star. Unajua it sound well in Maragoli if you put it in Maragoli. So he's already telling them that the Lord's Star is here with us. And the Lord's Star that I'm showing you is towards William Ruto. That Ruto is the president and is going to be the president in 2027 and is going to win that election. In fact, he's claiming here that if Ruto was able to win election without the deep state and the system, then what will stop William Samoei Ruto from winning election in 2027? And now he has the deep state, he has the system. Listen to him.
Here's the message that I wanted to leave you. It is you to make us strong. Right now, the direction, kwa Biblia wanasema where is the North Star? Wapi ile nyota ambayo inatuonyesha barabara? I want to tell you that the North Star is very clear. William Ruto is president. William Ruto is going to be president in the elections of 2027. Kwa hivyo usisimame hapa unauliza tena show me the North Star when the North Star is very clear. Kwa hivyo so what about the North Star? So if you can see the North Star, ni kwa nini unakuwa mtu wa kutuzungusha kwenye kando? Mimi si mtu wa kujibamba, lakini ukweli wa mambo, huyu Ruto alishinda, akashinda deep state. Akashinda system. Sasa wewe ndio uko na deep state na wewe ndio uko na system. Sasa hiyo ndio North Star mnaona. Sasa wewe unataka pia uzidi kunyunyiza kule, sasa tutapeleka wapi?
You have heard it about the deep state, that Ruto is going to become president in 2027, whether you like or not, either through the ballot or any other means, but he will be a two-term president. Mudavadi is among few sober leaders in this country who could not go this much down with such statement. But he has decided to tell the people here such a statement. He has been regarded as one of the leaders who don't just give controversial statement. But this is now Mudavadi for you. I will not blame Musalia Mudavadi alone on this. I'm saying this because, again, the same narrative was used by Azimio. Because now it is true that ni vizuri sasa nikuambia ukweli hapa. Both Azimio and Kenya Kwanza side are now into this. So if we are blaming, I have to blame both of them. Because Oburu Odinga said that they now have the system and the deep state. So walikuwa wanashinda wakati hawakuwa na system and deep state. This time they have the both. So they were going to win. Junet Mohammed, Francis Atwoli, David Murathe, so many people talked about the deep state. But we people, including me, because me I was supporting Azimio, we lost. Now Mudavadi is telling us that they have the deep state. So Junet and the team, they were wrong. Mudavadi is also wrong. We condemn the both sides. I beg to stop from here, but please subscribe to this channel if you are not a subscriber. Naomba kuondoka, tupatane kwa video nyingine wakati mwingine. Shukran.